Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live. Whoa, hold on. It was too much shining on the forehead. You know how I feel about that. I couldn't. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 188. We're getting up there. We're almost at 200. Thank you for being here. This is Rants About Tech Live, number 188, for this Monday, October 20th. I'm feeling really good today. It was late out last night, and I went out, and it was like 70 degrees at night. It was like something you had to enjoy in the middle of October going into November, especially with what the weather was supposed to be. So I had to enjoy that and feeling really good doing that. But I really do want to talk about how crazy the weather can be when it's supposed to be another way. Speaking of which, yesterday it was supposed to be raining, wasn't supposed to do anything at all. Went one willing because the weather was so nice. Another example of how crazy the weather can be. It's supposed to be raining and cold all day yesterday. It was like 75 degrees, almost 80 degrees yesterday. Went one willing, almost killed myself. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on in the show. But yeah, going into the intro, we're going to talk about a couple of things today, and we're going to do it in a little bit of a different fashion. Normally, I would go into the holidays. Normally, I would go into the randos. But today, we're going to do it differently and head right into the tech stories. And then we'll talk a little bit more about like how we normally do at the beginning of the show, where I introduce or talk about the crew and we do the introductions and all that stuff. So we're going to go right into the news and then go into all of that stuff. So let's head right into the news right now. All right. First thing we got up here is going to be about, what do we got here? AWS. So AWS, if you don't know, is Amazon Web Services. And that went down. It controls a lot of stuff, AWS. A lot of apps that we use every day use AWS as a backbone. It's just one of those things that has proliferated a lot of online services. So if you use anything online, chances is a lot of it's going to be AWS used in the background for cloud services. So Amazon's AWS service was recovering Monday from a widespread outage that knocked out thousands of websites along with some of the world's most popular apps, Snapchat, Reddit, and disrupted a lot of businesses globally. That was earlier this morning around 3 a.m., but around 6 a.m., things started to recover a little bit, with Amazon saying it was seeing significant signs of recovery from some impact services. Delta and United Airlines were both affected by this outage. So, like I said, it proliferated a lot of things if you use any kind of cloud services. So, jump scares me every time. Oh, the transition is bad? Is it loud? Oh my goodness. Okay. Someone told me that, and I thought they were talking about a different transition. I thought that was Jay saying that the other transition was loud. We'll work on that. I won't use that transition. My bad, you guys. My bad. I'll get that transition volume turned down. But anyway, Amazon says the issue which affected its cloud computing services until unit AWS is now fully mitigated, and after being hit by an outage which disrupted several popular websites, including apps that we use every day like Snapchat, Facebook. And let's be real here, the real bummer for all of this was that Fortnite was down. That's the real thing here. Fortnite went down, people lost their and then they had to talk about it. If Fortnite wouldn't have went down, I don't think this would have even been news, to be honest with you. Moving on to the next thing we got to talk about here. Windows 11, actually, yeah, well, let's go to Windows 11. Bam, yeah. All right, so Windows 11 update bugs. A new bug has been discovered in the latest Windows 11 update. So the update is KB5066, 66835. We're going to do that one more time. KB506685. I mean, not that anyone cares about that. It's the latest Windows 11 update. It breaks the local host connections. This means basically the local host apps can no longer connect to your network. There's been multiple instances where installations have failed and bugs are blocking peripherals and accessories from working properly. Now, this particular bug right here is stopping peripherals from working. So if you have having problems with your peripherals in normal everyday use, this could be the reason if you've updated to this latest Windows 11 update. Now, where you're definitely going to see some problems with your peripherals is in the recovery environment. So let's talk about that. One of the places your mouse and keyboard definitely won't work is in the Windows RE recovery environment. This name, as the name suggests, this is a built-in set of tools inside of Windows. Let's take a look at that actually here, right? This is the screen you're seeing right here. If you ever gone into the Windows recovery environment, this is the screen you're going to see. It allows you to troubleshoot your computer, including booting into the BIOS or starting computers in safe mode. So if you've ever had any problems with your computer, you needed to like restore it to a previous installation or a previous time in your update history, you can do that from here. A lot of troubleshooting and repair tools you find here. Again, firmware settings, you just tap into the BIOS here. So if you've done a fresh install or anything like that, you know the screen, and you won't have access to your mouse, excuse me, and keyboard if you go into this particular screen right here. So what do we got here? The bug makes it so that your USB keyboard and mouse stop working entirely when you're in the Windows recovery environment and cannot interact with the recovery UI at all. This problem has already been recognized by Microsoft, and who says that they're going to clarify and fix this particular issue in the near future. Now, I think a fix should be coming within the next 24 to 48 hours for this, if it hasn't dropped already, and I just haven't seen an update for it. Microsoft doesn't usually let things like this linger around too long, so you can expect a fix to this to become forthwith. You didn't think you were going to hear forthwith today, did you? I know you didn't. People don't want to hear forthwith. Next thing we got on the thing is, or update for our tech news, is going to be more Apple AI woes. So that's the previous story. There we go. So Apple has been struggling with their AI since they launched it over a year ago. Well, maybe a year ago now. It's been coming out in little bits and pieces, but it hasn't reached the level that they were expecting it to reach when they first launched it. They launched the phone without a bunch of the AI features. A lot of those features didn't come when they were supposed to come, and this Siri feature has slipped like 6 to 8 months out, at least, in my opinion. So this is something that's been ongoing for Apple, and they're trying to fix it, but I don't think a fix is coming anytime soon. And if Mark Gurman is to be believed, and why wouldn't we believe him? He's never been wrong about Apple news. He thinks there's more problems on the horizon. So earlier next year, Apple is set to debut its AI-infused Siri as part of iOS 26.4. But after a year of testing and having Apple engineers voice their concerns about it today, Mark Gurman has some things to say about it. So in his latest blog, Power On newsletter, the Power On newsletter, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reported the following: I strongly believe that there will be more senior members of the company's AI ranks hitting the exits soon, meaning he's expecting some heads to fly. The chopping box coming out. Especially if the new Siri coming in the spring falls flat. Already there are concerns from people testing iOS 26.4, the OS version slated to include the new Siri, about the voice assistant's performance. So Apple's still having issues with their AI, and I don't think that whatever they're doing is going to fix it. Like I said, if Mark Gurman is to be believed, and I always believe Mark Gurman until I have a reason not to. All right, and that's going to be the tech news for today. Let's go to the, you know what? I was going to hit that transition. I'm not going to hit the transition. No transition. All right, bam. That is a transition, you guys. I was working on a transition. This is the transition I want to use. The problem is it doesn't show me. So it's hard to use. It's hard to use that transition. So, all right. Now we're going to get to the holidays. So how's it going, everybody? This is where I would normally. It's the weird format, you guys. It's going to take me some time to get through. I'm going to fumble my way through this new format until I have done it a few times and gotten it right. I got so used to that old flow, but I'm trying to change it because I think that when I get this new order working, that the show will just flow a lot better. It'll begin, middle, and end in a very smooth fashion. But anyway, so I won't use that transition, but I'll work on the other one. But you can't see me with a new one, so I'm going to fix how that works too, hopefully sometime this week. But anyway, going into what we would normally do at the top of the show, which is the holidays, and saying what's up to the chat. So how's it going, chat? I think this part right here, I would keep at the top because it sounds cool to introduce you guys at the top of the show rather than stop that like flow and do it like right now. But we're going to do it right now anyway. So how's it going, everybody? I hope you guys had a good weekend. Who we got in here? We got Christina. We got Dr. Ling. Let's get the air horns. You guys let me know how the air horn sounds are too. So I adjusted some of the sound volumes in here. So if it's too loud, you guys let me know. We got Christina Ray in here. We got Dr. Lean. We got The Rock as well. We got eInk. We got RCLE. Oh, I don't know what that Arcello. I've seen you before. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. And Alex, as usual, joining with the coffee. Who else we got here? Aaron, how's it going? All right, so I would normally do that at the top of the show, and I think I might keep that there because it doesn't feel right here in the middle of the show. We're doing Jeopardy format today. Yeah, this is totally experimental today because I wanted to change the order. So what I wanted to do was like start the show and jump right into like news headlines and just get those out of the way for the people who are like, you know what, I wouldn't mind hearing what someone thinks of the top tech news stories of the day. And then I get done with those, and those people who don't care about ink or anything else I have to say can move on. You know what I mean? They can hear the news and then move on. Because I can get wordy. You know, I don't mind it. You know, you can tell me. I can get wordy. So in the case that my wordiness gets in the way of the headline news, I wanted to just get that out of the way off the top. So that's kind of why I'm fumbling around with it today, because I don't know how to say things because it's all new. And I'm like, oh, how do I do this? I got so used to a format, but we're going to work it out. I can get used to anything. We're going to try it. But anyway, I don't like this right here. Like I said, again, we'll do this at the top of the show. But moving into the holidays, we got International Chef's Day. Now, International Chef's Day is today. It almost feels weird saying the holidays at the middle of the show after I've gotten done with the news, right? Anyway, you don't know until you do it, right? You don't know until you do it. So, international holidays, we got International Chef's Day. Now, I always say, when I was in the military, it's 2 people you don't mess with in the world, especially in the military. The cooks, the chefs, because they're the ones who are making the food. You don't want bad food. You got to live off that. It fuels you. You don't get good food, you're sick. You can't do what you want to do. Don't mess with the cooks in the military, okay? And I would say that goes in the outside world and say don't mess with the chefs. Also, you don't mess with admin people in the military. The people who handle the paperwork, they'll have it hung up for years, literal years. Don't make them mad. You want to be on their good side at all times. So yeah. Anyway, International Chef's Day. Be kind to chefs. World Statistics Day. If you took statistics in school or in college, let me know. You are a brave soul. My brother took stats, told me how bad it was. I didn't want to go nowhere near it. I mean, I did all the other hard stuff, but I'm like, why do a thing that's hard and I don't need it for anything? He does things because they're hard sometimes. I mean, sometimes I do too, but that dude, he's a glutton. Jay, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Look at the hair's going for Jay. Internationals. What else we got? International Sloths Day. I don't know why I have that here. There were no domestic holidays that I cared about today, so I threw another international in there. Sloths. There you go. International Sloths Day. Random news. Let's get into that. Now, this feels cool in the middle of the show. I can do random news in the middle, but I think I'm going to keep the cruise shout-outs and the holidays at the top of the show before the news, and then just move the rando news, because rando news feels good before the eInk news. I don't know why, but it does. Here we go. Jay says I should take up TCL on their offer for the Ultra 60 Pro. Trash. And his reasoning behind it, and he left this in the comments, and I thought, okay, that's interesting. And his reasoning behind the reason why I should do it is because it'll be good content. I'll trash it. People want to hear me trash it, and that'll be that. And that's COE, right? Content over everything. I get that. I'm with that. I'm totally with that. The problem with that is that this is and I would normally be with that approach, the content over everything approach. The problem with that is that if I trash the first device they give me, they'll never want to give me anything else. What if they actually make something good one day? Midge, how's it going? Thanks for joining. What if they actually make something good someday? Then what? Like, what am I supposed to do then? I've trashed them. They're not going to send it to me. Then they're not going to keep me in. I mean, you know what? I've ruined all kinds of relationships with companies. So, I mean, over trashing their device. So I guess what's one more company? But I'm just like, you know, I don't want to do this on the first device. Like I want them to actually give me something that I actually want. And then if it turns out I don't like that and feel like trashing it, at least I've trashed it after trying it. I've tried the TCL 60 Ultra before though. I tried it at CES. It was garbage then and it's garbage now. Aaron says, I mean, you didn't have to trash it. I did. I tried it. I'm telling you, I tried this thing I should put that video out of me trying it and then talking about how I didn't like it in the video. I never put that out. But because I thought, you know, the reason why I didn't put that out is because I thought no one would care about it. I'm so surprised that you guys really care about that device. It's, you know, it's, you know, I like that dynamic though. We're here for the trash talk. And see that, and that's what Jay was saying. And that's what my opinion is too. Like, I would love to get it. It would make some epic content. And listen, if you guys don't know how epic my hate get, like watch my Note Air 3C videos. I made 3 videos of straight hate. And I'm like, that was cool because I had at least reviewed a few of Onyx's devices before that and loved them. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, me throwing some hate is not like I hate the company. It's just like, this particular device, I liked your other ones. This one, trash. So, you know. But I don't want that to be the first initial impression they get of me. Like, okay, well, this guy is just not. Yeah, I mean, if they make something good, I might try it. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. The Rock says, I took statistics in college and grad school. It's seriously one of the most life-impacting areas of math. I'd argue that it should replace geometry in high school. Whoa. My brother took it and was like, dude, it's so hard. I mean, he aced it, but he emphasized the fact that it was hard. And I heard that and was like, I'm not going anywhere near that. Like I think he took that. I think he took stats when I was taking Calc 2 at the time. And he was taking stats and I'm just like, bro, I got enough on my plate. He liked it, but did emphasize that it was hard. He did stress it was hard. I actually do want to hear you trash it, says Jay. No doubt. I took that's dark. I took random signals, which has a lot of stats. Random signals, Dr. Ling. Whoa, random signals. I'm about to look that up. Let me write that down. That just sounds interesting. Random signals. Yeah, that sounds super interesting. I appreciate that. All of our formats have been pretty. All of our formats have been pretty nice. We just end up chatting anyways. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, you're right, The Rock. Because that's why I wanted to get certain things out done first, so we can just get to the chatting. You know what I mean? That's like what it is. Found a little bit of Palma 3 stuff last night. Ooh, Jay, what'd you find? What else we got here? We here for the trash talk. I mean, you could also just be nuanced about it. Like, I bet you're going to have to admit, okay, the handwriting on this is good just because it's EMR. Yeah. That might be the only thing I say good about it. It might be the smallest screen with EMR. I mean, I could be wrong about that. Let me know. I don't know if high schools are ready for that math, says Dr. Ling. Yeah, he said it was hard. And I don't know what the prerequisites for it were. I think the prerequisites for stats was Calc 2. Which is why my brother was telling me about it. Okay. We will. So I think that's why my brother was telling me about it at the time. He was telling me about it because Calc 2 was a prereq. If I'm wrong about that, you guys let me know. But anyway, let's move on to the next part of the show we got. We got new Viwoods devices to talk about. Now, oh no. No Viwoods. All right, let me pull this page back up, chat. So we got the new Viwoods device to talk about. So I've been I was supposed to access on the last show, but I got sidetracked and didn't get to it. So Viwoods made a comment about them coming out with a new device that they can talk about now, and it's supposed to be coming out next month. Let me see if I can find that here. Can I find it? Oop, new information. Oh, never mind. I may have passed it, But they did hint at a new device. And I'm not sure what that device is going to be. They didn't say. Someone talked about them coming out with a color device or a bigger device. But they did not say what it was going to be. They just talked about them coming out with a new one. Oh, I must have missed it. Oh, it was such a short one. All right, there we go. Currently disclosable information. The new product will be officially released next month. Whoa. Please stay tuned. Now, a lot of people have been speculating about what that means. Now, I haven't heard anything, so this is all speculation on my part. Okay, this is all speculation on my part. I just think it's going to be a bigger device. I don't think they're going to do color just yet. I'd be surprised if they did, considering the fact they didn't do color after the. Oh, you know what? Did they do the mini and the normal size one at the same time? I wasn't on Viwoods at the beginning like you guys were. I wasn't convinced they were going to stick around, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure if Viwoods was going to stick around, so I wasn't onto it. Did they come up with the mini and the regular size AI paper at the same time? If they did, then what I'm going to say makes no sense. But if they didn't, the fact that they made the bigger device first and not a color, and they went smaller, says that they're more concerned about the sizes. Kind of like Supernote. If Supernote were to come out with a device right now and it's going to be color or bigger, I mean, I think we've already heard them announce the bigger device. So it would be a bigger device. I think they're falling in the same vein as Supernote there. They're going to come out with a bigger black and white device, in my opinion. That just makes the most sense to me. What do you guys think, though? I feel like I learned probabilities and what is that? Combinatorics in high school. I don't even, dude, you was learning way more advanced stuff in high school than I was, because I have never even heard of that. I mean, as far as math is concerned, I'm up to Calc 3. That's where I stopped, and I have never heard of that before. I posted a video in the Discord of this guy reviewing the P6 Pro C, Palma 3C. Oh, so it is. That's probably what they're releasing tonight then. And there's a quick clip of him doing handwriting on it. It looks way better than the Go 7. That's good. That's good. I didn't even occur to me to feed it to the ChatGPT or Claude. What are we talking about? I fed that video to ChatGPT and it made me very happy. That's some good info. Oh. Wow. I mean, I feed videos to Notebook LM, but I've never done it to Claude or just a chat bot. I mean, I'm assuming it would just work the same. Now linear algebra, that's hard. Well, linear algebra now see, I can wrap my brain around linear algebra. It took me a little while to wrap my brain around limits though. Like, I had to start thinking about it in video game terms, and then it clicked. That was the aha moment for me. Polygons in video games. I was like, oh, now I get it. The limit. You probably did that before calc. Okay. I've never heard it that way before. Example is like how many ways a deck of cards can be shuffled. Yeah, I've never heard that before. Calc 2 is wizard crap. Calc 2 is where you learn they say you can't divide by 0. Calc 2 is what Calc 2 is where you learn that you actually can. Calc 1 is like, don't divide, you can't. We have some advanced math folks in chat. We do. Limited does not exist. Mean Girls. The limit does not exist. Power series, etc. Nah, miss me with that. Yeah. I'm not sure the combination. Rod with a VM Mini came out with the same time. Yeah. The new device appears to be the Palma style machine, but VM style. Originally price listed at $650 though, which strikes me as insane unless it has EMR. Dude. Oh, you know what? I saw this in the Discord. Emmett brought. No, I keep saying Emmett. Mitchell brought this up in the Discord. Mitchell brought that up in the Discord and how the new Palma's the Palma C3 is going to be $650. And we talk crap about the remove? We talk crap like holy cow, I can't wait till the new Scribe comes out at its price point. And then we have the Palma 3C at its price point. I want to hear those remove price people then. I'm well documented as saying that I've never thought that it was too expensive, but that's especially when you compare it to what people are doing now. Come on, chill out. Next level up from stats is info theory. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to touch that. I didn't want to touch stats, and I definitely want to touch info theory. Then that makes the hairs grow on your. Yeah, that makes hair grow on your chest. I got enough of that too. We're good to go. That seems high, even if it's EMR, unless it's got a cell radio. Can't be a phone replacement. It doesn't. That's the thing. That would be cool though. I doubt it's $650. I doubt it's $650. I doubt if they hit the $650 mark. I mean, with tariffs and stuff, I mean, yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, let's go on here. What do we got next on the list here? No show tomorrow. We ain't even got to the eInk stuff. This is all rando stuff from Jay. No show tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be Tuesday. I have a local outage here. They hit me up over the weekend, letting me know that there's going to be an outage tomorrow. So no show tomorrow. The outage is going to go from 9 to 3. So but I'll be back Wednesday. So no show Tuesday. I'll be back Wednesday. What else we got here? New Viwoods device. We just talked about that. So what do we think, Viwoods? Bigger or color? For the new Viwoods, bigger or color? I think it's going to be bigger, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the chat there. I just think it's going to be bigger. What Jay sent the link. What do we got, Jay? Well, let me move this over here. AI paper read. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, their new device is going to be a reader, not. Oh, that's what we're talking about. My bad. Okay, Chad, let me clarify. I thought we were talking about it's going to be a smaller the Palma being $650. What? So I was mistaken. So I read that wrong in the Discord. You guys were talking about the Palma. Not the Palma, but the AI. The Viwoods. This is $650. Oh no, we don't know what the price is. Okay, all right. We were saying the Palma was $650, but you guys saying the Viwoods is not going to be bigger or color. It's going to be a smaller device like a Palma. What size screen is that? Oh, it's too small. Oh, that's too small. That's a shame. Dude, that's a shame. My bad. I wasn't showing that, chat. My bad. Okay, that's a shame, chat. All right, I'm looking at this device right here. I'm looking at the screen size. Listen, Viwoods could have ate it right here. They could have killed. Oh my goodness. Viwoods could have killed it right here. They needed a 7-inch screen could have killed it right here. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's look at here. 6.1-inch screen. To me, that's too small for a writing device, okay? That's just, I mean, again, if we're talking about size, the smaller size screen that you can feel comfortable writing on, I think that's the only thing the TCL 60 Ultra got right. I think that's the only thing it got right is that screen size. Because that screen size is 7.2 inches, perfect for writing. With no bezels, it's small enough to fit into your pocket. You see what I'm saying? I think that's a super compelling size for writing and being able to slide into a pocket. That 7 That 7-inch screen. Remarkable, the Remove is a 7.3-inch screen. The only reason it's not pocketable is because they got crazy big bezels on it. I mean, it's an eInk device, so it is what it is. But yeah, chat. Whoa, what do we think about this? What are we thinking? I'm excited by this. I just think the screen just needs to be bigger, bro. This is going to be a writing device. I don't think it's going to be a phone. I mean, what do we think? Is this a phone? Oh, it's a reader. Oh, it's a reader. Not even. So it's not even. All right. So it's a reader. It doesn't even have like a writing capability. So this is definitely taking on the Palma. What do we got for build quality? What do we got for build quality here? Let's move this over here. We got no build quality details. Yeah, man. I'm excited by this for one reason. Is because Viwoods, I think they would go with some premium materials. You know what I mean? I don't think Viwoods would do what Onyx is doing with their Palma and just make it a plastic device. Am I wrong? You're right, Mitchell. The industrial design does look good. If are those metal? Is that a metal bumper there? I don't like the way that they shape the bezels. I know that they have to have them. I think the Palma looks way more modern in its bezel shape. Let's take a look at the Palma. Dang, it's basically the same. Why do I feel that way? Yeah, that's basically the same. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, that's basically the same bezel shape. Why don't I like this? Oh, you know why? It's because the device is white. So when you throw the white bezel with the white device, it kind of blends a little better. I don't care though. I still like the industrial design here. Look at that parallax though. Ooh, whoa. That parallax, you can see it from here. I don't know. I like it. I'm a fan of industrial design, especially if something you got to pull out of your pocket. You know what though? Nah. This is a good size for eReader. It's a good size for eReader. Same size screen that's on the Palma. Yeah, same size screen that's on the Palma. They're just making they're making their version of a Palma. It could have been so much better though. Oh my goodness, it could have been so much better. Give me this right here with the industrial design that this has, but give me that in this form factor. Give me that in this TCL Next Paper 60 form factor with the 7.2-inch screen that you can fit in your pocket. You know? Give me that. And you got a winner. I mean, am I wrong? If someone puts this out in eInk with a 7.2-inch display, like I said, it's only 0.1 inches smaller than the Remove display, which I think is a perfect size for writing on the go. Like I think if you get smaller than that, then it starts to feel cramped. But at that size, it's perfect just for on the go stuff. Clearly, TCL thinks the same thing because they chose a 7.2-inch screen to be the one that you're writing on, right? But you can still fit in your pocket. You give me that has an eInk display with that form factor with no bezels. I can still fit it in my pocket. 7.2-inch screen. We got a deal. I don't care who it comes from. I mean, it can't be all plastic trash either. Give me a metal. Give me an industrial design. Give me metal and glass. Literally, I don't care who makes that, I'm buying it. Period. I'll gripe over the software later. You give me that hardware form factor from someone who cares about making it good. Like I said, I really don't care who it is. Like, you give me them doing that would tell me a lot about them. So I would buy it sight unseen. Period. It's bought. I don't care. It's legit bought. But this right here ain't it. The Palma 3C is gonna come out maybe with EMR, right? Maybe with active, but it's still gonna have this small display, and that's what I'm gonna want that just to see if I can deal with it being small and still being able to write on it. But I do think that Viwoods wins out because they're not trying to make anything to write on here, not yet anyway. They're purely doing this as a reader, which I think is a good step. They clearly have proven that they can do software, and they're willing to make it better over time and rapidly. So for anyone concerned, like, oh, they've never made an e-reader before. They make one of the best e-ink devices on the market. This is going to be a slam dunk if you care about that form factor. I think. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you want a small e-reader and you're not. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be into the Palma if that were the case. Like, this is gonna be a battle. This is gonna be super interesting. But a battle between the Palma and the AI paper reader, yeah, this is gonna be a battle. Because they both make really good stuff, right? I mean, Viwoods has proven that they're willing to take advice and push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? And do it in a way that's professional, and with a bunch of attention to detail and quality. I mean, so I don't think you have a problem. Is this going to be a good device? Yes. How's it going to fare against the Palma is going to be the question here. Let's get to the chat. If this turns out to have EMR and is also a writer, it becomes a lot more interesting, but $650 is still crazy. I hope the price turns out to be wrong. I don't think this is going to be, it's a reader. I think this is a reader, not a writer. This is definitely a reader, not a writer. Not at this size, in my opinion. I don't think Viwoods does this at this size. I don't see them doing that. This is definitely a reader, you guys, not a writer. And like I said, it's going to be a good device. How is it going to do against the Palma is going to be the question. Like, that has a lot of mind share, market share, and it's a mainstream device. Only interested if you can write on it. They can't outdo the Palma line. That's what I was just saying, eInk. It's going to be hard for them to beat that because it's a mainstream device, and it's from a company who also makes really good hardware and software. So, it's going to be an uphill battle. Is it going to be good, though? Absolutely. And anyone who's willing to take a chance on it is going to be happy with it, in my opinion. I mean, this is just sight unseen, me just speaking from what I know of the company. But it's going to be how well can it do against the Palma, and that's going to be the test. It's not a test of whether it's good. How can it fare against the Palma? I keep telling you the 7.2 is really no more portable than 8.2. It is, dude. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just see. Aaron, you know what we're gonna do? Let's just do a comparison, you guys. Let's do a comparison. Real quick. Can I? Oh, is it working? It is. Okay. So let's do a comparison real quick. Just so I can show Aaron what he's not considering here. Because Aaron's been saying this for a while now, and I've been meaning to do this and haven't. So let's just do a comparison here, you guys. Let's do a comparison here to a 7.2 inch screen, and is it more portable? Is a 7.2 inch screen more portable? All right, so it's 6.7. All right, let me find something else. Man, what can I use? I don't have anything that's that size, so it's hard. So you know what? I can't do that. So I don't have anything that's that size. I thought the Pixel 7 was a 6.8 inch screen, but it's 6.7. So I mean, not that far, but still, it's not going to do. It's not a good size comparison. Yeah, the thing is the bezels. People have no problem putting that 7.2 inch. Like, think about this, Aaron. People have no problem putting the 7.2 inch. This one right here. This is a 7.2 inch device, bro. 7.2. This device fits in people's pockets. This device don't. So the difference between 7.2 and 8.2 is huge. This will not fit in your pocket, but this device we're looking at right here, it will. So that's the difference here. That's the difference here. I mean, we're also talking about bezels and all of that, but I'm just talking about the device itself. There's a 7.2 inch screen device right here. It fits in your pocket. There's an 8.2 inch device right. This is not even 8.2. This is 8.7, I think. What size is the Nomad screen? 7.8. Oh, 7.8. I said 8.2. So it's 7.8. All right, so regardless. So 7.8 inches right here. 7.2 inches right here on the screen. The one on the screen fits in your pocket. This one right here does not fit in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? It's the form factor. It's not just the screen size. I think the screen size is only for the writing, right? The pocketability has to do with the device size, right? So in my opinion, the 7.2 inch screen size is the smallest size that I think you could write comfortably on a screen. Once you drop below that 7.2, 7.1, you know what I mean? Once you drop below that, I think it starts to get cramped. Especially when you get to 6.1 of the Palma right here. You get to the 6.1 inch screen of the Palma here. You get to the 6.1 screen of the Palma here. That's even harder to write on, right? I mean, yeah, I just think if 7.2 is a good size. TCL thinks so. Remarkable thinks so. I think so as well. So I mean, this isn't unfounded. This isn't an unfounded opinion. This is an educated opinion because other companies have definitely feel that way too, because they make writing devices that don't fall below that 7.2 inch threshold, right? And we got two really good examples of that, or two really good devices if you want to ask. In my advice, the TCL is not a good device, but many people think so. The Remarkable is a really good device, in my opinion. Many people don't think that is, but regardless of what you think, there are two high quality devices that people like that both are writers, and they both have that 7.2, 7.3 inch screen. The other device we were looking at, the Viwoods right here, just a reader. So I'm not mad at them for making 6.1 inch or using this as using a 6.1 inch screen on this, because it's just a reader. I think if Viwoods were to make a portable writer, they would definitely be choosing that 7.2, 7.3 inch screen, just like Remarkable, just like TCL. What have we got here in the chat? Let's go up here. 4 gigabytes of RAM isn't enough. For a reader? Really, Mitchell? Huh. I mean, I can see if maybe a writer, but a reader, you're saying 4 gigabytes isn't enough? Pocketable note takers is still a thing, Aaron. Yeah, it's still a thing. It's going to happen. Someone's gonna make this. Someone's going to get this form factor in actual eInk. Someone's going to be able to do that sometime. Let me get big right here for a second. Something that just hit me. If I know Panos Panay, yeah, I'm saying his name again. If I know Panos Panay like I think I know Panos Panay, and I know Panos Panay like I think I do, because I know who I am and I think I know how I think. Think about that. What if Amazon came out with a portable, pocketable scribe? What? Oh my God. The idea has my eyes watering. What if Amazon came out with a pocketable scribe? Why do I say, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why do I say that, chat? Why do I say that because look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's blank? Okay, there we go. I say that because look at those bezels, chat. Look at those bezels. I could totally see a world where Amazon just keeps shrinking those bezels. Think about it. The last scribe had bezels. Did it have a chin? Oh, I lied. Okay, even more, even better. All right, look. So the last scribe, chat. Oh my, why am I bombarded here? Oh my goodness. You know what? I need to get me something that's gonna block all of that trash. If anybody got any ideas, hit me up. Throw me a link in the Discord. Oh, by the way, we got the Rants About Tech Discord. If you're here and you're enjoying the content, join us for conversations after the show. You hit that link in the description of this video and you get to the Discord. You join. We got you. All right. Anyway, oh, what just happened here, chat? DoorDash. How the hell? What the? Just. I don't even know what just happened there. Okay, good. Here we go. Why? Again? All right, there we go. This scribe, the 2024, has a spine and bezels. This scribe just bezels. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but usually when you see a company come out with something like this with the asymmetrical, with the symmetrical bezels, and they're the same distance all the way around, right? If Apple is any indication of what they did with the iPad and everybody else with the tablets that they make, those bezels are going to get smaller. Oh, Jay, we're going to turn you around on the Ultra 60. No. Thanks for the super chat, Jay. Let's get the air horns going. Appreciate you. All right. I think a portable, pocketable scribe. I mean, is the Paperwhite pocketable? Oh my, this could be good. If a company could do it, Amazon could do it. They just got to prove to me that the software can be good. And I think with the release of the ColorSoft, the Scribe ColorSoft, we're going to find out, can they do good software now that they got a whole new team of people there that's working on this. I mean, not everybody's new, but when you swap out 50% of your team, it's damn near a new team. So they got a new team of people working on the Scribe over there at Amazon. Let's see what they can put together on the software. I'm excited for this thing. And like I said, I'm excited for the idea of them making a pocketable one with no bezels, like this device right here. If Amazon were to come out with a minimal bezel-less device like this, 7.2-inch screen, it's bought. Matter of fact, like I said before, I don't care who makes it, it's bought. If it's a note taker with EMR, and Amazon they have not abandoned EMR, so you know what I mean, they're probably going to be one of the last vestiges of EMR left. Listen, they might have a staunch supporter in me if they are one of the only ones who sticks with EMR. Jeez, that was hard to say. Say that 3 times real fast. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the chat back. Pocketable Scribe would be DOA for me without the other things you can do with a Boox or Viwoods. See, and that's what the problem. The thing is, Jay, I think the Scribe is going to become a different animal, bro. It looks different. The software, I guarantee, when it comes out, is going to be different. It's not going to be the same Scribe software that we're used to. Nothing tells me that Panos Panay is going to let that old nasty software fly out the door on its pristine new device. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's going to be, it's going to, at the very least, it's going to be very competent. It may not be the best, right? But I definitely think it's going to be competent, kind of like a Viwoods. You know, they're not the best in all of this, right? But they're super competent. I mean, if you're talking about the calendar app, they're the best. If you're talking about the screen, they're the best. You know what? Jesus Christ. Viwoods, a lot of the best is coming out of my mouth when I'm describing them, but I'm still saying they're not the best. Well, they're not the best software-wise, for sure. Like, you know, they're not there yet. But they're good in a lot of areas, okay? They're good in a lot of areas, and I can see that. What else we got here in the chat? If it's a reader, it's at $650. It's DOA. Isn't the Palma less than half the price? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be $650. I doubt that's gonna be the price. Your phone is probably around 7-inch diagonal for a stand-in. Well, it's probably that, Duroc. But it's a little bit smaller. Viwoods Mini 8.2. I'm pretty sure Nomad is 7.8. Nomad is not 7.8. Oh, it's 7.8. You're right, 7.8, not 8.2. 7.8. Pocketable Scribe would be a DOA. Yep, we got to that. If Amazon did, that would be a Paperwhite with writing. Yeah. No bezels. Paperwhite with writing. Let's look at the Paperwhite. That's ugly. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, Aaron, what are you talking about? That's ugly. Hold on, Aaron. By comparison, oh, where is it? This is beautiful. Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. Like this thing right here, Paperwhite's ugly. And that's an ugly device. I would not want to hold that. There's nothing inviting about that. And I get that the Paperwhite has a huge following. I get people love it. It's the battery life. Oh, it's the reading on it. So who cares? I would never know any of that because I wouldn't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? It's not inviting at all. Wow, you guys. No. Ew. This device right here, though, that's pretty. That's a sexy device right there. Some might say it's handsome. You know what I'm saying? That's a handsome device right there. So if they just pocket size, no bezels, eInk, 7.2-inch screen is bought. With Panos Panay's stamp of approval. It's bought. Oh, what else we got in the chat here? If Amazon did, that would be a Paperwhite. Yeah. The last Scribe had a book binding side chin. Yeah, it's ugly. It's fugly. It's nasty. Amazon will not sell any reader under the size of the Paperwhite, in my opinion. They got new people over there at Amazon, Aaron, and the ethos is changing. Their way of thinking is changing. Sending crap out of the door. The days of sending crap out of the door is over. Panos fired all of those people who let the Scribe out the door in the shape that it was in. Those are the 50% that were gone. He brought in his whole crew of new people. It looks different and it's going to act different, guaranteed. Amazon will not sell. What I got there? Rod, pop-up problem fixed. LOL. Ooh, pop-up problem? Oh, what happened? What's the pop-up problem? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jay. That's definitely gonna help my live streams out for sure. That was Jay helping me out getting rid of the pop-ups that happen when I switch over to a new screen. Very disheartening. I didn't like it. What else we got here? And the Paperwhite fits in my pocket. But ew, who would care about it though? If you pull that Paperwhite out of your pocket around a group of people, they're gonna be like, "Oh, is that a sandwich?"
Did you just pull a salami sandwich out of your pocket? PW not exactly pocketable because of the width, unless you get alpha rocking baggy jeans. Yeah, it ain't pocketable like the TCL Ultra 60 is with that 7.2 inch screen. It ain't pocketable like that. That's pocketable in a way a normal cell phone is pocketable. So are we talking about the device is ugly or if it has function? The Paperwhite is a good looking device. It's ugly, Aaron. That's an ugly device, bro. That device looked like someone made a salami sandwich, put it in a sandwich bag, left it outside in the heat till it got all moldy and black. Then they flipped it over to the side that wasn't all black and moldy, and they slapped a e-ink screen on top of it, and they threw a potato in between the bread and the screen to power it so that they wouldn't need to put a battery in it. It runs on potatoes. So, and then that bread, after a while, it starts to get hard, and then you can sit it on a desk. And with the e-ink screen on the other side of that moldy bread, powered by the potato, you can write. And you have to write with an electrode, though, because that's how you have to do with the potato that's powering the device. It's just it's a sodium electrode, and you work with it. You work with it. Listen, when someone says, "Is that a salami sandwich?" you just let them know it is, or it was. It used to be. Now it's a Kindle Paperwhite. That's not true, Rod. This is Amazon hate. LOL. I would never hate on Panos Panay's new Amazon. I feel like calling the Paperwhite ugly is a strong opinion. LOL. It's super plain Jane. What? All right. I'm gonna let you guys have that one. But just so we understand, to me, that device is the ugliest thing I have ever seen. That thing looks like someone designed it in 1930 and then sent it through the time machine and was like, here's a new design. It came from the future, but it came from the past. They were fooled. That thing, oh boy. Paperwhite is less than $200 consumer consumption device. It doesn't need to feel premium. It needs to be cheap. Yeah, but does it have to be ugly though? It doesn't have to be ugly. Listen, this is an all plastic device right here. It ain't ugly. It's an endearing design, in fact. Oh boy, what's that right there? That's a tech foot coming soon. Coming soon to a device near you. What is that? That right there is me testing a new nib. I'm still working on how smooth it is for the writing. I'm confident that once the polish gets to where it should be, glassy, then the writing is going to look like this writing. But right now, it's because it's not. That's just a little tidbit for later on in the show. Okay, so yeah, I don't. No, the Nomad is a beautiful device, handsome device, beautiful and handsome. We gotta come up with a word that combines beauty and handsome. You guys, let me know. But it's all plastic, so that tells me that it's because it's all plastic. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be ugly. It could be pretty and all plastic. What else? I have a lot of pretty plastic stuff here. I'm lying. I don't have a lot of pretty plastic stuff, but I'm just saying. It can be. The Nomad proves it. The Manta. Oh, the Manta is not as pretty as the Nomad. It's weird in its shape. It can be good. It can be good. If the Paperwhite is ugly, so is the Nomad. No, the Nomad is not ugly. It looks good. It looks like a device should look. Beautysome. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Christina, thank you. Beautysome it is. It's Beautysome. So I don't have to keep saying handsome and beautiful all over again. In my opinion, that Supernote stuff is ugly. Oh, Aaron, I almost threw up a little bit because you said it's ugly. Not a fan of the all white devices. Maybe that's why I think it's nice, because it's all white. You know what? No. All right. You know what? Let's get into some real design language here. Let me justify why I'm calling the Paperwhite ugly. Okay. Let me justify that. Oh, we've already gone over, but we're good to go. This will just be the show I'm going over. I actually thought it was going to be a short show today, but it is what it is. If you're liking the show, hit the like button. You want to see more of this kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button and join us Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever, usually 11. Today we might go to 11:30, but we might go to noon today. It could be crazy. So this is the thing. Let's talk about design language here. The design of this, like the law of symmetry, right? I'm not sure if we're all familiar with that, the law of symmetry. Not everybody adheres to that. Not everybody agrees with that. But there is a law of symmetry that dictates beauty in things, right? And our eyes appeal to symmetrical things, right? Versus asymmetrical things. No matter how I cut and slice this device, it's symmetrical. Well, not this way. Okay. There's beauty in that. It's all symmetrical design. The way that it's totally flat, right? There's a aesthetic to something being all flat too. If you don't believe me, think about the iPhones a few years back when they rounded off the iPhone edges and then they abandoned it after 1 year of disgraceful like sales of that particular brand compared to the other years and designs. I think they used that for maybe 2 iterations and then they abandoned it. They went back to the flat sides. There's a reason, because that is appealing, mainstream appeal to flat. This, when you get to, now let's look at this. It's trash. Look at this thing. Let's just pull up this image here. All right, so firstly, you don't have the symmetry, right? Down the middle, yes, but if you turn it another way, it doesn't have that symmetry. You got the chin at the bottom. So not as appealing to me. I just don't like that. Now, if you look at the black bezel, maybe that's okay. You know what? Maybe it's the white on white. It could be the white on white, you guys. I definitely don't like that chin. I definitely don't like the way they have the edges don't look bad. I can't knock the edges. It's the shape. Maybe it's the shape of it and the chin at the bottom that kills it for me. And it not being symmetrical at both of the axes. Maybe that's it for me. Maybe that's it. YouTube is really being weird, holding completely innocuous messages for mod review today. What? I didn't see that. I'm glad you're catching it, Jay. Dude, the Paperwhite and the Nomad have the same design with the side and bottom bezel. No, they don't. No, what are we talking about? You see the symmetrical design of this? That is not that right there. There's a difference between those two. And to me, it's a huge difference. And you know what it is? It's the rounded of it too. I don't like that rounded. There we go. That roundedness is something I don't like too. It's too round. Those corners are just rounded comically. That's another thing I don't like about it. Oh, the round. See, yeah, there we go. See, you have the curve back there. Let's look at that. Oh, can I make this big? Oh, there we go. All right, so this is Aaron's Paperwhite here. But you see, Aaron, how it doesn't have, you know, well, I can't show mine right here, but it doesn't have that the symmetrical on both axes. It's not symmetrical on both axes. And the roundedness of the back, don't like that. Have never liked that. Don't like it. Wish they would stop doing it on devices. The squared off look is where it's at. Yeah, no. No. Nope. I do like the premium build of it though. I will give him that. Is that all metal? I do like the premium. It looks like it's all aluminum. So I like that. I don't like the rounded back. I don't like the asymmetrical on the vertical axis or the horizontal axis. I don't like that. So if it was symmetrical on both the vertical and horizontal axis, that would make it better looking that would make it as good looking as the Nomad. And if you and the softness of the round curves, the softness of the curves, that's too soft. They need to be a little more sharp. That's aesthetic wise. I mean, if you look at that, just take the Kindle. Look at the new Kindle. Whoa, am I wrong? Oh, they got the comical curves too. Never mind. At least they didn't round the back off. They know not to do that. You see what I'm saying, Aaron? Now they have the comically rounded ends, which I don't really like all that much, but it's just an aesthetic thing for me. But you see the back of it. If you look at the back of this device, let's take a look. Can we see the back? It's squared off. They don't have that rounded back like the Kindle's Paperwhite does. Yeah, you can kind of see it here in the corner. There we go. You can. Oh, my bad. You can see it here in the corner. So right here with the Kindle Color Scribe, you can see the back isn't curved at all, right? Like what we saw on this device right here. See with it being curved. There's a lot of designed things I don't like about the Paperwhite. So it doesn't look as good to me for that reason. But who knows? You know, we'll see what happens. With that. Let's get through with the chat here. The Tab Mini C has a rounded back. It doesn't bother me really. I don't like it. That's one of the things I didn't like about the Tab Mini C either. That's one of the things I didn't like about the Tab Mini C is that rounded back. I hated it. It makes it awkward to put feet on it, the tech feet, because you can't put it in the corners like you would normally do over a device that didn't have a rounded back. So when you try to sit it down, the feet have to be so far inward on the device because of that roundedness that it almost defeats the purpose. It's not a good design. Like that roundedness bothers the crap out of me. I think the Note X5 Mini has a more rectangular build like the Note Max does. I think that's the aesthetic people are going for now. Because that roundedness is just not appealing. Now, I can understand it for a device you're holding in your hand. Maybe they want that curvature to be there because people are holding the Paperwhite. I don't care. Aesthetic wise, Doc Lenny says, Rod, you're losing this battle. The truth comes out. Round backs impact Rod's bottom line. Word. It does. Listen, those rounded backs make it tough for the tech feet. Okay, I don't like them. Make the rounded square backs so the tech feet can work properly. The pure e-reader for me is portability compared to more takers. And if you're really in the Kindle ecosystem, it makes sense. Yeah. I see the appeal of the pure readers. On a pure reader, I don't mind a reader. I think the Palm hit when they released that. I thought, man, that's a great thing. A small e-reader you can fit in your pocket. You know, it was great. I just think it needs to be a phone. I'm not super interested until it's a phone because I don't want to carry two things in my pocket. You know, one thing is all I want. They could pull me away from Google with the Pixels with a really good e-reader, with a really good e-ink phone. All right, so I lost that battle. Let's move on. Wait, the back of the Move is some kind of paper. Yeah, I thought it was plastic, but it's just like that really hard paper. That would be interesting. Let's take a look at this. Oh, Just FYI, over the weekend, a bottle of aftershave spilled within my backpack and went on my move encased. The back panel seems to be made up of a water as it has produced this crinkle effect. Underneath is a black plastic back. Oh. Okay, so the outer layer of it seems. So this portion right here. Let's get down here. So this portion of the remove, it feels like plastic, but it must just be a coating. Huh. That doesn't mean it's paper. It could be like a laminate of some kind that's just really thin that did that. It doesn't really mean it's paper though. It doesn't feel like paper to me. No. And I felt some really hard paper. And it sounds like plastic. I think it's some kind of coating. I'm not sure if that's paper though. Let's see if they got any insight down here. No one's offering any insight. So no, I don't think that's paper though. I could be wrong about that. If we get more information, let me know. Let's move on to the next thing we got to talk about. Oh, we're moving on here. Boox announcement live stream. So Boox has a product announcement going on. Let's take a look at the. I thought we had that up. Oh, we did have it up. I destroyed it. Oh, what did I do with it? all the Okay, so that's not going to work. So Onyx has an event they're planning, and it's a launch event. And it's happening today or tonight. So Boox product launch event October 25. So stay in the flow. 10 a.m. GMT plus 8. Now, that got complicated for me. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to live stream this event. It's going to be tonight at 10 p.m. So what I did was, if I'm wrong about this, you chat, let me know. This is a China time zone, right? If that time zone is in China, I asked ChatGPT, what is the time zone or what is the time in Philadelphia if the time is 10 a.m. the 21st in China? And it said that would be 10 p.m. on the 20th, which would be tonight at 10 p.m. Now, I'm not sure if that's the thing or not. I'm going off ChatGPT. I've checked it twice. It's giving me the same answer on Gemini and ChatGPT. If that's wrong, you guys let me know. If that's correct, and I'm assuming that is, I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight. So the live stream will be tonight I'm going to do a post too after the live stream. Tonight at 10 p.m. For the Boox event. I'm not expecting anyone to be there because it's late as crap, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm going to be watching and I want to see what they talk about. We're going to be talking about this. Oh, we're not going to be able to talk about this tomorrow. Oh my goodness, chat. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? We will do a live tomorrow. What I'll do is we'll do an on-location live from the Rocky Steps. So tomorrow we'll do a live stream from the Rocky Steps tomorrow morning. I won't be able to be at home because they're shutting down the electricity on this block they're working on something. But what I'll do is I'll get out and we'll do this live stream. So tomorrow will be a live stream. I said it wouldn't be a live stream tomorrow because of the outage. There will be one. I'll just do it on location, which would be cool anyway. So I cannot not talk about this event tomorrow. That's going to be good news. But I am going to be live streaming it on the channel tonight in a normal fashion. So yeah, 10 p.m. tonight. What else we got here? New nibs from Viwoods. So I wanted to show the new nibs from Viwoods and ask if anybody has tried these. So let's take a look. Oh, there we go. Bam. So Viwoods has come out with I think these released about a week and a half ago. But I haven't heard anything about them other than the reviews that came out before the launch. But the price is out, so there's $99 for one of these pens, which I think is crazy. But one of the things I thought was interesting about looking at the video is this. Because this pen is to me worse. This pen is worse to me than the standard Supernote pen, which is the standard click pen. And that pen is $65. And this pen is to me, like, I mean, it's magnetic, right? And I guess it's got a button, so never mind. The video. This video is interesting. So I thought this video was interesting because if you see here, they're going to show using the device, and then they're going to show a pressing down. You see that? The spring action right there? So that right there, that spring action, let's bring that back a little bit. That spring action that this had is what they took out of the standard pen. Remember I was griping about that? I was like, oh, they took the spring out so that it's not responsive anymore to you putting pressure on it. And I was like, they just made it cheaper. And like, you know what? And they're charging the same price. Let's take a look at this. W2 Stylus Pro. So the W2 Stylus Pro is $80. And that's more expensive than the Supernote. Oh my goodness. $80 for this trash? All right. The A1 Stylus. So it's the same price. So it does less, and it's the same price. So why do I say it does less? Well, it doesn't have that spring action that this pen does. Like this pen, the standard Viwoods. Oh, this is the W2. This is the standard Viwoods. The standard Viwoods, this one has a spring in it. It has the same spring that this ceramic one has. They took it out of the Pro pen. So the Pro pen is the Pro pen, but it doesn't have all the features of the non-Pro pen. How is this Pro? What's Pro about it? Everyone that reviewed it has said that it's no different than the previous iteration. It may be less clanky, but that's because they took the spring out of it. It's not like they did anything to do anything. They didn't think they had anything to do with that. The fact that it doesn't have the spring means it's less clanky. So I'm like, man, okay. Anyway, $100 for the new pen, but at least it has a spring that they took out of the original. So there we go. Or they took out of their new one. It's a shame to say they took stuff out of the new one. But anyway, I guess they had to have some differentiation between them. But regardless, anyone tried these? Do we have any feedback on these new pens at all from Viwoods? It seems like to me, only the reviewers have tried these things because I haven't had any feedback from anybody in like any comments of videos that I've seen. No one in my community, I think, has tried these things. Christina Ray says, what's the purpose of the spring? The purpose of the spring is just to cushion the ceramic nib. So the ceramic nib is hard. And when you're writing on glass screen devices, even if they have a film on them, you could press too hard and maybe crack the screen. Or if the pen nib fell on the screen directly, it could probably damage or crack the screen. With that springiness in there, if it hits it with enough force, it'll just cushion it, right? That could save the device. It could save the actual pen itself. There's lots of reasons. Supernote also uses a spring in their pens, and they're the originator of the Ceramicnib on eInk devices. So yeah, I think that the spring is not an integral part. It's not you don't have to have it because my Lamy doesn't have springs, and none of the other devices that I use with ceramics have springs, and I haven't had any problems. But it's nice. I like that Supernote does it. I like that Viwoods does it. I don't like that Viwoods took it out of their baseline pen and now they're reserving that spring for only the ceramic pen. It's like, and they're charging the same price for it. That's the crazy part. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing there. What's the purpose of the spring? I just got both the Pro pen and ceramics. I'll let you know tonight. Okay, let me know, Aaron. Appreciate that. Not too many palm nib pens have the spring. None of them do. I've never tested a palm nib device that had a spring. Matter of fact, the only devices I know that have a spring are the Supernote pens and now the Viwoods ceramic pen. Christina says, I would think about getting one, but I tried the Supernote pen on my Viwoods and wasn't keen on it, no doubt. Was a non-ceramic pen? I don't think you need it. Yeah, I don't think you need it with a non-ceramic pen because there's no shock absorption kind of needed to as protection, right? Because that's all that's for. That's just protection. And they're pretty stiff, so you don't feel that shock absorption on the spring unless a lot of pressure's been put on it, right? Like you don't feel that in normal writing. So I wouldn't, if you're concerned about that, don't be. And Amazon availability zone had problems. Yeah. Yep. Are my comments visible? Mr. Mike. Oh, AWS is down? Oh, yeah. AWS was down, Mike. And yeah, your comments are visible. AWS was down for a little while, for about 3 hours this morning, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. They're up now, so everything should be good. A few people are having some residual problems. A couple of airlines are still having problems. Some other back-end companies are having problems, but for the most part, it's back up and running. What else we got here? Has anyone tried the? Yep, no one's tried it yet. I haven't gotten any real feedback from this pen, so I really want to see what people think about it. I may pick it up myself. The only reason I'm not interested in picking it up is because I like my own pens with ceramic, and this right here would be good for someone who's getting this like off the top. Like if you're buying a pen with the device, yes, this would be a very good purchase. This would be a very good purchase. Why keep the spring that's making noise if it's not needed? Whoa. Why keep the spring that's making noise if it's not needed? I guess it's less about it's less about the spring not being needed and more about, at this point, it's not a better device, but yet it's an upgrade. That's the real crux of my problem with the pen. It's not just the spring, it's a combination of things. The fact that Viwoods took out the spring in an upgraded device. The old device has a spring. The old pen has a spring, but your updated one, the Pro one, doesn't. That doesn't make sense to me. The fact that the rattling is decided as an update feature when it's only because the spring is missing. It's longer. Like anyone asked for longer pens, and the button placement is a little more bothersome. So to me, and the fact that the writing experience is unchanged. Like anyway, for a pen to be an upgrade, something has to be better. Name me one thing that's better in the new pen. That's my problem with it. That's my problem with it. It's not just the spring. The spring sucks, right? And I agree with you. You don't need a spring on devices that don't need the ceramic, right? Because the reason why the spring is there is for cushion, for shock absorption. And with other nib types, you don't need shock absorption. But why take it out? You know what I mean? And then with other things, it just doesn't make sense to me. I will send the ceramic pen to you in about a week. Oh, cool. Well, the pen start or the eNote's going out today. I think we already talked about that. I will be shipping that out today. Removing the pen rattle is an upgrade. That's not an upgrade. If that's the thing you upgraded, why are we calling it an upgrade? Sounds misleading. All right, let's go back to the options list here. Boox announcement live stream. So we went over that 10 p.m. tonight. And I will be live tomorrow. It'll just be on location at the Rocky Steps. Don't forget, tomorrow's show is gonna be pretty good. The Rocky Steps live stream talking about eInk in the home place of the Allen Iverson practice. We talking about practice. We're gonna be talking about eInk. All right. What else we got here? Again, give the show a like if you guys like it. If you haven't liked the show yet, definitely give it a like. If you've been here for this long, I should at least see 17 likes right now. What else we got here? Oh, I got a new nib. So I got something new I've been working on for a while that I want to show you guys. I can't talk too much about it, but it's new and I like it. Speaking about ceramic nibs. Let's talk about it. This is a new nib material that I've been using here, and it's stronger than the crystal nib, and it has value, worldly value, and it looks cool. I like it. Anyway, this is it right here. Like I said, I can't talk too much about it right now, but it's a new nib material here. It looks black though. Let me see if I can get. All right, so if we're not looking at it in the light, it looks black. If you're just looking at it normally, it looks black. You shine some light on this thing. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's it looking black right there too. You shine some light on this thing though. Cool things happen. Cool things happen when you shine some light on it. So I'm gonna try to work. I'm continually working on this. Man, I'm super excited to send out a few test ones. And to my testers, you know who you are. You're gonna be getting one of these soon. It's really cool. I'm gonna try to inset these in the clear sleeves I've been making. That's the back end there. And the back end, you can even see a glow coming through the black sleeve there. Holy, look at that glow. That's beautiful. Oh, let's celebrate their 10th super on a live stream. Oh, snap. Listen. We're gonna get to this, you guys. Aaron, I just got informed that this is your 10th super on the live stream. Thank you so much, Aaron. Let's get the applause going for Aaron and all the other people too who support the channel. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I really do appreciate all the support, you guys, and you guys just being here and joining me in these conversations. I'm up at. I hit that 4 a.m. wake up time, you guys. I'm up at 4 a.m. now. Taking in the news, feeling good about the day, coming on here, sharing it with you guys. It's great. I love it. I wouldn't want to start my day any other way. I wouldn't want to start my day any other way. So thank you guys. Jay says, this is I saw this nib, but I wasn't sure whether it was top secret. It's not really top secret. I just wanted to share it with you guys first in the Discord. It's top secret now. I can't talk about it. Jay says it's jade, isn't it? What makes you think it's jade? Well, what I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say a couple things about it. This material right here is stronger than the crystal nib. So the crystal nib is going to be one of those nibs I'm going to sell multiple of in a pack. I think we've already talked about that. I'm able to do that with the increased number that I'm buying. This one right here, these are going to be one-offs. This is going to be like a more artisan nib right here. Like if you want a nib that you're just going to have and cherish forever, this is going to be a thing. Now this material right here, I can't confirm or deny anything. Whoa, what happened? Oh, this material right here is whoa. Can we get, there we go. It's the hardest, or it's the toughest. Whoa, let me get my wording right. It's the toughest material on the naturally occurring on the planet. So nothing the Earth produces is tougher than this material right here. So it's super tough, meaning it can take impacts like no other material that's naturally occurring. What else we got here? It's beautiful. I mean, it's especially when I get this down to how I want to get it in. It comes in multiple colors. It comes in a variety of colors. We saw black there a little while ago, and this is green right here. It comes in multiple colors. What else can I say about it? Yeah, this is going to be one of those things if you're buying, if you're like, I want to buy a special nib. I want to buy something special. It's going to have this is Earth's ceramic right here. This is legit Earth's ceramic. Ceramics are fused with heat. Minerals fused with heat. This is Earth's ceramic right here. The toughest Earth ceramic that Earth produces right here. And I like it. It happens to be cool. It has historical value, has historical sentiment. yeah, I think this is going to be very interesting when I get these done to see the reaction of these. I don't think it's going to be as popular as the crystal nibs, or maybe as popular as the ceramic that I'm building myself up to. But yeah. Oh, diamond nibs. No, you know what? Diamond's the hardest material on the planet, and but it's not tough. So though diamond can scratch everything, it won't survive a hammer. Like if you were to take a hammer to a diamond, it would crack it. You take a hammer to this though, different result. It's a lot. This is the toughest material. Diamond's the hardest material. I want this new nib. I want this. Aaron, I can't tell you how ecstatic I was when I actually made the nib. I have it right here. Oh, where's it at? Oh, did I said. So I have it right here, and I've been using it. Like I said, I wrote. You guys saw an example of how it writes. Whoa. You guys saw an example of how it writes. You can't see anything on this camera right here. The pictures are way better. You can't see. There are some examples of how it writes earlier in the live stream. You guys kind of caught a peek at that. But so it doesn't write very well right now, but it does work. So the material does work. Getting that polish on it and working with people on the polish to see how high of a polish it can like take, and then see what the writing is like, because that'll be the last test here. Seeing if we can get this set up for a nib material was the first thing, and that took months. That took a long time. Now it's getting the writing experience where it should be, and if it is viable for that. If it is, we'll talk in a couple of weeks. We'll talk more about this in a couple of weeks. Jade can scratch some kinds of steel. Just saying. Yeah, jade is harder than some steels, and its toughness though. It has a toughness. I forgot what. Well, I know the common name for the toughness. They have a scientific name for toughness that's just ridiculous. But the toughness of this is nothing's tougher than this on the planet that we don't create ourselves. Very interesting material. I can't deny or confirm here. We're just talking. We're just talking. It does have historical significance though. This material right here has been used by man since the beginning of time, or beginning of our time, making tools of war and peace. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this commercial for a very long time. So, all right, what else we got here? I think that's it. Oh, what else is new? Last things we got to talk about here. Last things. Oh, where is it at? eBook Solaris. So eBook Solaris is coming. Is going to be something that's coming out. If you care about your eBooks, then this may be your jam. I got the links for all of this stuff. So if you care about the links for anything I talked about in today's show, all the links for everything is in the description of the show. So if you want more information, go down there and check it out. But the eBook Solaris is coming out. If you want more information on that, go ahead and check it out in the links. I don't have a lot of information on it. I haven't read through this yet. This is a quick look. So if you're interested in a new e-reader, check it out. Video that I saw this morning that I'm going to check out too after the live is Supernote Nomad versus Remarkable Pro Move. I'm interested to see what Graphics Tech has to say about this. Yeah, always good to see different perspectives on these debates. The next quick thing, David Tattletech, Viwoods Q&A, reveals new feature plans. He's going to be talking about what he thinks is going to be. I think we already know what it's going to be, but it's always good to hear my man's take on what he thinks on new devices. So that's there for you in the descriptions as well. Yeah, wow, that was a show. We went for an hour 40 minutes today. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. This is Rants About Tech, where we do tech news. We do eInk news Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, if you like the show today, consider subscribing. Like the video. Consider hitting that join button and getting you a badge like the members I'm about to mention right now in the chat. We got Jay as a member. We got Aaron. We got Christina Ray. We got who else we got up in here? We got Mr. Mike up in here. We got Aaron, I think I already mentioned. We have Alex in here. We got Mitchell in here. We also have The Rock, as always, Dr. Ling. We have blah, 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 blah. Is that it? Nazoni. Wow, I missed Nazoni. Wow, just came in and you're talking about potatoes, LOL. Definitely going to watch the recording. Nazoni, it was good. It was fun. It was a good time. Shout out to Nazoni. But if I missed you, my fault. I'll get you next time. But yeah, enjoy the show, you guys. If you're watching the retake or the replay, I really appreciate you. And until tomorrow, remember, Rocky Steps tomorrow, live stream, talking about the Boox. Live stream is going to happen tonight at 10 p.m. Don't miss it. And we'll talk. If you do, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. All right, everybody.